shattered grace. Wore every scar like battle paint. They tried to erase my name, my face, but I carved it deep in myth and flame. I stood alone in shadowed halls where whispers turned to sharpened knives, but I held fast through every fall and stitched my soul with rebel light. They built their thrones on borrowed gold while I was forged in fire and stone. They called me lost, too fierce, too bold, but I was never theirs to own. I was a silence they couldn't break, the fall line they refused to see. But now I rise with every quake and claim the ground beneath my feet. I'm right where I belong, on the edge of the sky, with fire in my veins and stars in my cry. I built this throne from broken stone, made exile feel like home. I'm right where I belong, unshaken, unbound. The storm was mine to ride, not drown. Let them watch me blaze, let them hear my soul. I'm right where I belong. They drew their lines in velvet dust, told me to shrink, to fade, to kneel. But I was born of iron and trust, of truths too wild for them to feel. They crowned their queens with silent grace while I wore storms upon my skin. They feared the fire in my face, the voice that roared from deep within. I lit my path with rebel light, each step a spark, each breath a flame. I didn't fit, and that's my right. I'm not their echo, I'm my name. Let the winds howl, let the ground shake. I'm the anthem no cage can take. Cracked earth, neon skies, phoenix flight. I stand in power, bathed in love. I'm right where I belong, on the edge of the sky, with fire in my veins and stars in my cry. I built this throne from broken stone, made exile feel like home. I'm right where I belong, unshaken, unbound. The storm was mine to ride, not drown. Let them watch me blaze, let them hear my soul. I'm right where I belong. I'm right where I belong. I'm right where I belong.
Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. I know I'm an hour before I usually go live, and I really should have checked YouTube before going live. So, anybody from Ghost Gang, if you hear this on the replay, I'm so sorry for going live over top of Ghost. I literally woke up from my nap 5 minutes ago, and I'm still trying to get myself oriented again. I know you're covering something that really truly needs to be covered, and oh, excuse me, I'm sorry for going live over you, Ghost. You know, I normally wouldn't do that, but we got Mary Jane Doe in the chat. Got Tashi. Oh, I'm so happy to see you here because Tashi and gosh dang it, Mary Jane Doe. I'm so sorry. I can't. I'm still trying to wake up here because I've got a message for somebody, an evil, wicked person. She lives on the East Coast. She's got main character syndrome. In a recent video, she stated, and I quote, that she never said that I was banned anywhere. Well, darling Rosie Posey, I got something for you, honey. If I can find it here. Do-do-do-do-do. Uh, Hold on. Nope. That's all the bigger it gonna get. Alright.
So Lionel had a lot of fun at my expense as usual. Boy, that little Wheels likes to pick a fight. Why don't you come and fight me, Wheels? I'll fight you. You think you're tough? Okay. Okay. You think you're tougher than me? Okay.
I know I'm
Hey,
tougher
listen to
than
Mo
you, Rose.
fighting. I mean, the way you this, I have to tell you, Wheels, little baby girl. A lot of people.
See how she talks down to me? Like she's superior to me? No, Rose, you're inferior to me.
Don't like you, Wheels, and talk about you, about behind your back, about how awful your comments are and how uncomfortable you make a lot of people. Okay? Now Lionel may not care, he may care. I think he's told you to shut up at times. But I don't think anybody realizes that maybe now.
Wrong, Rose. He's never told me to shut up. He's never told me to tame things down, even. See, this is all stuff he said to you, not to me.
Now we realize that you will never stop spewing. This is why you get banned from so many channels.
Oh, I'm banned from so many channels, Rose? Then how come I banned you on 2 different channels? 3 now, actually. Because the that Lionel's, yeah, and then 2 other channels that you have followed me to. So, yeah, keep trying, bitch.
Now, just to be a rebel of anything I do, Lionel likes to do whatever the opposite of what I say, because that's just like, oh, I'm going to do the opposite, because he's got that opposite syndrome, that fucking opposite syndrome.
No, the only person here that has any type of opposite syndrome would be you, which is called ODD, oppositional defiance disorder, meaning you will not listen to or abide to anything somebody superior to you would say, which is why you're lashing out, which is why you say the shit you say about me and Mary Jane Doe and Tashi and Mission and everybody else, because you know we are superior to you.
Oh, it's so nice.
Yes, Mary Jane Doe, you're right. That's all she does. All she does. Oh. And stop with the fucking name calling, Rose. You don't hear us making up silly names meant to hurt you to you. You call Mary Jane a donut. You call Tashi trashy. You need to stop, Rose, by acting so childish. So fucking childish. You're showing your true mentality. And it's not a good look for you. She antagonizes people to try and get them to act out of character so she can point her finger. Well, I refuse to call you that, Tashi. But I do like her nickname for Mission, and I know it burns her ass when I use Mish Bish. But I say that to him as a term of endearment. But I refuse to use the name Trashy for you because you're anything but trash. You're classy. And remember that because you are. Do. Nope, I don't want to remove myself from the stage. Banners. Tip jar. Oh, tip jar's open. I guess it would help if I would add myself to the stage instead of. There I am. I'm like a record, baby. You spin me round, round, round. I do say you're classy, Tashi, because um, compared to Rose, she's the trash and you're the class. Oh, look it, I'm a poet and didn't know it. All right, I've got some songs in the pipe here. Let's see if I can find them. I literally threw all this together in 5 minutes. Like I said, I woke up. It was what is it? 5:45 here, so it's 5:45 p.m. I woke up at 5:15 p.m. from my nap. I was watching uh, something on YouTube. They're doing a stream of the TV show Nashville on YouTube, I guess in tribute to Hayden Panettiere, and I guess they're going through the entire series, and it's a good show. I loved it. I have a lot of my favorite songs are from that show. I even have some of the songs as ringtones on my phone. And oh, pull that. No, 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 no. Damn it. And yeah, underneath my name it says owner of Creed Lovers Anonymous. That's meant to be a tribute to Evil Ghost over at Ghost Gang, who he absolutely hates Creed, and there's several of us that will not let him live it down, and we sometimes get a little relentless in our teasing of it, but we're not bullying him by any means because he smiles and laughs when we do it. So I refuse to remove it. It was an ABC show, Mary Jane Doe. And then after 4 seasons, ABC was going to cancel it, and uh, CMT actually stepped in right before they started filming what was the last episode. Was supposed to be the last episode, and it ran for 2 more seasons before ultimately it got axed from the lineup, and um there was like, oh god, Brad Paisley was on there. His wife, Kimberly Williams Paisley, actually had a character on the show for the first 2 seasons. Um, God, there was others that had been on there too, and I'm just like drawing a blank. But it was a good show. Um, some of the stars, let's see, one of the actors on the show was from Australia, the other was from Great Britain. Um, And the main male character of the show was played by a man named Charles Zest, and he played Deacon Claiborne on the show. He actually is touring the US right now, small venues and whatnot. And just so ironically, he was in Greenville, South Carolina when Hayden passed away. And I don't think that even she knew that he was there, because if he knew that she was there, she would have been at his show. They were a tight knit cast and they kept in constant contact. So, yeah, we've had a couple more deaths this past week. 2 actors, both born the same year, both died the same day. We lost the great Dolly Parton and a talented actor, Tim Curry, who I was introduced to through the movie Annie, where he played Miss Hannigan's brother. Miss Hannigan, of course, played by the legendary Carol Burnett. Who was A- Aileen Quinn was the title character of Annie. Um, there were several other actors on the show. I'm trying to remember. Um, I can't remember the actor's name, but if you've ever seen the movie Aaron Brockovich, the guy who played the lawyer, the main lawyer at the firm where Aaron started working at the beginning of the movie, he played Daddy Warbucks in the original Annie movie. But enough about that. Hey, Mish, and welcome in, or excuse me, Mish Bish, because I know that burns Rose's ass when I say that. So until she grows thicker skin and not let it bother her, I'm going to continue to call you that. So Mish Bish, welcome in. Oh, I'm working on I'm writing things out now, planning out before I actually make it. I am going to take one of Rose's videos and I'm gonna make remake it. I'm going to imitate her. I'm not going to play her video. I'm going to make my own based off of her video. So, but enough about that. I do have a song that I would like to play. Hold on here. Let me get these back in order. Do, 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 do. Hold on here. Just this way. On the plus side, this past Tuesday, the 25th, we celebrated my youngest child's 22nd birthday and my birthday together. Yeah, our birthdays are 5 days apart. I turned 29 5 days before my youngest child was born. Um, and what had started out as a plan to just meet up with my oldest and his very wonderful girlfriend, whom I haven't been able to really get to know her because I do live some distance away from my family. But I told him like a month ago that I would like to see him and her for my birthday, and then it evolved into those two, my parents and my youngest son. And I was like, no, I don't want uh everyone here. And but I still had fun with it. Um, like I said, my youngest is now 22, my oldest is 24. They're 27 months apart. Charlie! Oh, Charlie, I love you. Welcome in, my love. Uh, Mary Jane Doe, Tashi, Mission. This is Charlie, and he is an absolute sweetheart who has the unfortunate thing of being on Ernie Shell's bad side. So welcome him in uh with open arms, and we can all sit here and bask in the glory that is being enemies of Ernie Shell. I am so sorry, Mission. I'm not saying it to be disrespectful. I promise. I swear, Charlie can tell you I'm not. No, that I don't do that. Not unless your name is uh Deborah. Well, Tashi, he's not Ernie's sidekick no more. He's washed himself clean of Ernie and now belongs to Ghost Gang, Degen Legion, and the newest group is called Vipers Gangs. And those are all three uh, in my intro. Charlie is an absolute sweetheart. I love Charlie. I love Charlie enough to get my number emailed to him. So if he ever needs to, Charlie, just pick that phone up and give me a call, babe. You know I'll answer. Oh, Mary Janet, I like that. Nah, I love you, MJD. You know that. So I'm gonna start this off. This is a world premiere song. It is actually a diss track. And if you're here enough to know how I do it, I do 2 song sets, speak in between, and then play the next 2. But this is one I worked on just very recently. And yeah. So what do you do? I'm gonna hit play and let's have some fun. You know what might have worked better though is if I shared my screen first. Like I said, I'm still like trying to wake up here. Gotta put my overlay up too and then hit share screen. So no, there you are. Now I can hit play. Charlie, I know you'll smile at this one.
Dress him up, give him a name. Knight or hero, all the same. Behind the mask, behind the grin, nobody knows what lives within. Ernie wakes up in another disguise, pins plastic medals over counterfeit lies. Yesterday a soldier, tonight he's a king. Tomorrow he'll swear he invented everything. Still playing pretend while the years march by, building little kingdoms where the grown-ups don't pry. He calls it a life, but the costume won't last. Every character he plays is just a door from his past. He wants applause for battles he never fought, claims every title that can somehow be bought. A hero in his stories, a legend in his head, but everybody leaves when the fantasy is fed. Hear the floorboards creak when he enters the room, cheap little halo in the gathering gloom. He says, trust me, I'm one of the good ones here, but something in the smile makes the whole room fear. He's a make-believe man, living every lie as long as he can. Plastic sword, paper crown, blood red curtain coming down. Always playing savior when nobody's around. He's the make-believe man, got 100 fake lives and a half-baked plan. Behind every costume, behind every scam, there's nothing heroic in the make-believe man. Won't punch a clock, says the job's beneath him, but somebody's grandma always seems to believe him. Little sob story, little shake of the cup, promises tomorrow while he's living it up. He knows every button, every weakness, every heart, turns sympathy and pity into another fresh start, sells them a tragedy wrapped up in charm, then disappears, smiling when he's gotten what he wants. He tells the whole world that he guards the gate, that he watches for monsters and keeps children safe. But the whispers grow louder whenever he speaks. Why does the loudest bird ticking underneath every post? Another grand story from a self-made ghost. He keeps pointing outward, screaming, danger, beware, while everyone wonders what he's hiding in there. He's a make-believe man, living every lie as long as he can. Plastic sword, paper crown, blood red curtain coming down. 100 fake lives and a half-baked plan. Behind every costume, behind every scam, there's nothing heroic in the make-believe man. Take off the armor, take off the crown, take off the character. What have you found? No knight, no king, no guardian angel with invisible wings. Just a man with secrets stacked ceiling high, changing his costume whenever one story dies. And anyone who gets too close only learns what he chose not to show. Truth buried deep beneath another name. Every new mask hiding the very same shame. Pretend, protect, perform, collect. Pretend, protect, perform, collect. Night, Ernie. You're the make-believe man, and the walls are closing in on your wonderland. Plastic sword, shattered paper crown, burning down. Nobody believes you when you scream for the crown. You're the make-believe man, every borrowed identity slipping through your hands. You can dress like a hero, say whatever you can, but the truth sees straight through the make-believe man. Another costume, another name, another hero, another game. But when the lights go black and the audience is gone, who are you when there's nobody left to play along? The make-believe man. Blocked everywhere. That's what she always said. So why are you still watching? Why are you still following? Stalker.
So you've not heard any music at all, Tashi? Like, I'm confused here because it was playing just fine and... Oh, StreamYard, get your shit together. Like, what the fuck? You know what? I'm just gonna do this. I'll pull it over here. I'm gonna open this shit up. When did the music stop? Oh, it just played the first song, Charlie? Thank you. Oh, before I try to figure this shit out. Media assets. There you are. I got something to show you, the artwork for that first song, Charlie. There's the artwork for that first song, the cover art. And yes, that is Ernie hiding behind that mask. I figured you would like that, Charlie. I don't know what the hell is going on. This has been happening for a couple months now where the shit just likes to fucking cut out. So let me try this again and I will restart that second song. Let's see here.
Locked everywhere. That's what she always said.
Let me know
Why
if
you
you guys
still
can hear
watching?
this.
Why are you still following? Stalker.
And welcome in, Dot, by the way. Sorry, I wasn't trying to ignore you, babe.
Rose keeps a window open, watching every move. Swears she doesn't care, but she's got something to prove. Says she's banned everywhere, nobody wants her around. But somehow Rose keeps knowing every room where she is found. Every chat, every name, every place she goes, Rose is lurking in the shadows, thinking nobody knows. Claims she shut the door, claims she threw away the key. But if you blocked her everywhere, why you following to see? She tells everybody stories like they're written into stone. Paints her enemy a monster while obsessing from her phone. Keeps insisting she means nothing. I don't give that girl a thought. But the trail Rose leaves behind her tells a story she forgot. You can call it coincidence, you can dress it up in lies, but you keep appearing everywhere the moment she arrives. Stalker, there you go again, following the woman you pretend you can't stand. Stalker, slipping room to room, carrying your drama like a cloud of perfume. You said she was blocked, said she'd never get through, then explain why every road she takes keeps leading back to you. You came looking for a victim, but the whole room finally saw. Stalker, stalker, they're not buying it at all. Then one night she wandered somewhere she had been before, into an old friend's chat room, slipping quietly through the door. And there she saw her enemy, just talking with the crowd. So Rose came charging in and started running her mouth loud. Little jabs became insults, little digs became attacks, thinking everybody watching would automatically have her back. She expected cheers and laughter, thought the room would join the game, thought they'd turn upon her target just because Rose spoke her name. But something different happened, people started speaking out. One by one they questioned what the bullying was about. Why'd you follow her in here? suddenly the story rose. Had carried came undone. Wasn't your echo chamber? Nobody followed your command. For once the crowd looked at the facts and chose where they would stand. Stalker, there you go again, following the woman you pretend you can't stand. Stalker, slipping room to room, carrying your drama like a cloud of perfume. You said she was blocked, said she'd never get through, then explain why every road she takes keeps leading back to you. You came looking for a victim, but the whole room finally saw. Stalker, stalker, they're not buying it at all. You walked in thinking you controlled the narrative, thinking every person there would take what you would give. You pointed at your target, waiting for the pile on cue, but every finger in the room came pointing back at you. One voice said enough, then another said it too, and the silence you depended on completely turned on you. The woman you came chasing never had to raise her voice, because strangers in the room decided they could make a choice. No army came to save you, no chorus screamed her name, nobody wanted tickets to another round of your game. You came there as the hunter, thinking she would run away, but Rose became the one who couldn't stand another day. So you vanished from the chat when nobody played along, leaving all your accusations hanging there where they belong. Funny how the one you claimed was hated coast to coast was welcomed by the room, while they showed the stalker to the door. Stalker. Now everybody knows you can't call it moving on when everywhere she goes you go. Stalker. You finally picked the room where nobody was willing to participate in you. You said she was blocked, the whole world felt that way, but the people standing with her had something else to say. You arrived there throwing punches, certain she would take the fall. Then the room stood up together and refused to play at all. You wanted her embarrassed, wanted everyone involved. Instead they saw the pattern and your little game dissolved. Stalker, that story finally cracked, because somebody asked the question you could never answer back. If you hate her, if she's nothing, if you're finished like you say, why are you still following her every step along the way? Stalker, walked everywhere, yet somehow you were there again and again and again. Stalker.
Now, if I play one diss track, I gotta play two. You know, it's a concurrent theme here. Oh, I'm not sure what that means, but I hope everybody's okay. Yeah. Let's see. 2 weeks ago, I believe it was. Let me see here. Yeah, on the 13th of August, it was a Thursday, is when she first started popping up in chats that she knows I go to, and pretty much the whole room told her to shut the hell up. And she started showing up in more chats. Within the past week, I've been verbally assaulted twice by Rose, and now Megan is joining in the fun. I guess Rose has got to have her little guard dog with her. They're both neurotic anyway, so they fit hand in hand. Ooh, mint and chocolate. I don't like anything mint unless it's oh god, a breath mint like the Lifesaver rolls and stuff. Mint and chocolate together, no. I absolutely will never buy a box of the Thin Mints from Girl Scouts. I can't stand the combo. And yeah, I sold Girl Scout cookies for 7 years. And I always was the top seller every year. because my mom is an aggressive salesperson to say the least. They are disgusting. That combo, like even mint chocolate chip ice cream, I just don't understand people's fascination with mint and chocolate together. But then again, I'm a mom of 2 boys, and my boys could come up with some strange ass concoctions. I tell you, I just let it go. I just ignored it because I was not going to ask, and they'd sit there and eat every bite of whatever they concocted. So, my boys have stomachs made of steel, evidently. I mean, my youngest has been drinking coffee since he's 16. So, and that's another thing, I can't stand the taste of coffee. I love the smell of coffee beans or ground coffee or even coffee when it's brewing. I love the smell of it, but the taste, I can't. So, instead of coffee in the wintertime in my house, I drink tea. I even have a cute little tea set that was gifted to me by a friend, um, 5 years ago now. Wow, I've had that thing for 5 years. It's a cute little tea set. Come with a teapot that holds enough water for, like, 3 cups, come with 8 cups, 8 saucers, and the spoons that came with it are actually ceramic. I've never seen a ceramic spoon before, but I'm so afraid that I'm going to break them that, no, I do not use the spoon ceramic. I went out and bought a, um, set of iridescent little spoons for my cups, so peanut butter mega M&Ms. See, I can't eat nuts because I don't have any teeth. So, which sucks because like one of my favorite ice creams growing up was butter pecan. I mean, I'll still buy butter pecan ice cream. I just have to spit the pecans out because I can't chew them. Which means I can't eat my favorite candy bar, which is Snickers. Yeah, I'm a whole fucking mess. I don't know what to tell you. They have a peanut butter M&M. I did not know that. My candy addiction here lately has been freeze-dried candies, and Walmart does carry a small selection. They have freeze-dried sweet tarts, which are the mini chewy sweet tarts. They have freeze-dried spree, which are amazing. They have freeze-dried lemon lemon heads. Uh, I think of it what it is. Um, I haven't tried it yet, but they have freeze-dried Jolly Ranchers. I've got a bag in my pantry, I just haven't popped it open yet. But out of all the ones that I have tried, the sprees are my favorite. I just have to eat them in moderation because the first couple times I literally went through the whole bag in a good 45 minutes. My mouth's watering just sitting here thinking about them. Oh well, back to the music, shall we? But Rose, if you're out there, you know what? You know what I got to say to you? Go suck Ernie's left nut, you stupid bitch.
She walks the old road where the wildflowers grew, bare feet chasing summers that her young heart knew. Laughter in the treetops, sunlight on her face. The shadow of a little girl still dances in that place. Now the wind sings softly, like it's calling out her name, bringing back the moments time could never quite reclaim. She closes her eyes and the years fall away, every memory rising like a wave. Every step she takes, the past calls out her name, echoes in the silence, though nothing stays the same. From the girl she used to be to the woman she's become, and the echoes lead her home. Yes, the echoes lead her home. She sees a white dress in a chapel filled with light, two trembling hands held close, two hearts becoming one that night. A kiss that felt like sunrise breaking through the rain, a promise of forever she can almost hear again. She remembers how they laughed and danced the night away, two imperfect hearts still learning how to love along the way. She closes her eyes and the years fall away, every memory rising like a wave. Every step she takes, the past calls out her name, echoes in the silence, though nothing stays the same. From the girl she used to be to the woman she's become, and the echoes lead her home. Yes, the echoes lead her home. All the moments she has carried, every joy and every pain, every heartbeat like a lantern burning brightly through the rain. Tiny footsteps down the hallway, midnight lullabies, little hands that held her close with trust within their eyes. A home built out of heartbeats, love in every frame. Every soul she held so dear helped shape who she became. Every chapter left behind her, every page she has not read, every dream she kept alive, and every word she left unsaid. She breathes within the silence where the sweetest memories stay, finding strength inside the echoes that will never fade away. Every step she takes, the past calls out her name, echoes in the silence, though nothing stays the same. From the girl she used to be to the woman she's become, and the echoes lead her home. Yes, the echoes lead her home. Through the years unfolding, through the love that she has shown, through the heart she helped to nurture, and the family she has grown, from the roads that lie behind her to the one she'll someday roam. All the echoes lift her heart, and the echoes lead her home. Every echo leads her home. never won. Every school day felt like walking into war, wondering if I make it through those hallway doors. Fists and laughter always seemed to find my face, like I was born to be the target in that place. I learned to hide the bruises and the fear inside, pretending everything was somehow gonna be alright. They thought each punch would leave me on the ground, but every time I stood back up, they couldn't keep me down. You can bruise the skin, you can bend the bone, but there's a fire inside you'll never own. I'm the sum of every battle I survived. Every time they tried to break me, I stayed alive. You lit the fire, but I forged the steel, turned every wound into something real. I won't apologize for who I've become. You thought you'd break me, but you never won. I spent my 20s wearing all the names they gave, thinking I was someone no one else could ever save. I were not enough, like skin I couldn't shed, believing every lie they left inside my head. Some days I still hear echoes telling me I'm small, like I'm still that kid backed against the hallway wall. But every step I take is one they can't undo. I'm still learning how to see the strength they never knew. You can hold my past, you can call my name, but I decide who walks through the flame. I'm still here, you never stole my soul. Every scar you left became a piece that made me whole. You tried to write my ending, but you never held the pen. I fell 1,000 times, but I got back up again. I'm not the child you buried underneath your words and lies. I'm the fire that survived and still burns toward the sky. You never won. If these scars could speak, they tell the truth. I was never weak. You feared what I could become. Every stone you threw became my foundation. Every closed door became another reason to keep moving on. Some days I still hear them, but I don't believe them anymore. I still fight the echoes, now I know they're not my voice. I'm the sum of every battle I survived. Every time they try to break me, I stayed alive. You lit the fire, but I forged the steel, turned every wound into something real. I'm standing here because I chose to carry on. You never broke me. You never owned me. You never won. Standing, still breathing, still becoming. And this story ends with my name, not yours.
Alrighty, I'm back, y'all. Oh, now we're talking candy? Oh, man. I'm not a sour candy person, but I do love the lemon heads. I don't know what it is about them. It goes from sour to sweet, like, instantly. Got my mouth watering again. But, no, I've never been a sour person. Hell, I can't even stand the taste of grapefruit. See that my dad is diabetic. His late sister was also diabetic, but my dad's is managed by pill, whereas my aunt was on insulin. And they say it will skip a generation. I did have diabetes, but, and it's a very heavy but, mine was medication induced. I had been left on prednisone for far too long, and they told me, because I spent almost a week in the hospital over that. When I first got to the ER, my blood sugar was over 500. And when they told me that, I said, well, I'm still conscious, so it can't be that high. But they transferred me to a bigger hospital. It's a teaching hospital that I was at, and I spoke to the uh, head of the department that covered diabetes there, and the doctor told me that it's because of the told me it was because of the prednisone, and said that because my diabetes was medication induced, that it would take a couple years, but it would work its way out of my system and I would no longer be considered a diabetic. And that was 10 years ago. Um, but I still have to fight other, like when I was in the hospital last summer after my fall. I don't know where they got my medical records from, but it clearly said diabetic on it. And they were coming into my room and giving me insulin shots, and I kept telling them I'm not a diabetic anymore. But they finally must have listened to me, because when I transferred to the rehab facility, I was no longer diabetic on paper. But I've been fighting that for years to get that removed from my medical records, because it's a pain in the fucking ass. Trying to think what's another thing that runs in my family. Oh yeah, sleep apnea runs in my family. My dad had it for years before he was diagnosed with it, and since he got diagnosed with it, it's been like almost 20 years now. Both my mom and my brother have been diagnosed with it. I did a sleep study, and I somehow miraculously escaped that curse. Like, I don't have to sleep with no mask on my face, no nothing. But my mom found out that she is a candidate for some pill for sleep apnea that she's supposed to start taking here real soon, and she's looking forward to being able to sleep without wearing a mask again. So, fingers crossed, Mom. You know, my parents are both in their 70s. My dad, at almost, he'll be 75 this year, is not slowing down. Like, his ankles are bad. He can barely walk. But just last night, they drove, oh God, how far is it? 3 hours from home to go to a racetrack I'd never heard of. So my dad's refusing to give up. They got a modified race coming up at the state fair. See, Illinois is lucky. You know, that's where I'm from originally. They have not one but two state fairs. They have a state fair, of course, up in Springfield, which is the state capital, but they also have a state fair in the southern end of the state in a town called DuQuoin, and they run ARCA race there, and they run a couple other different automobile races. And my brother is always one of the some local guys that shows up for that, and my dad will go down there for that, and they camp out on the infield of the track. That's coming up this coming weekend, so I'm looking forward to it. I know a couple years ago, my oldest was there with them and was like literally so excited. He called me. He's on like, Mom, guess who I got to meet? I was like, who? He's like, I got to meet Malcolm. I'm like, who the fuck is Malcolm? He's like, Malcolm in the Middle. he got to meet Frankie Muniz. Frankie Muniz was there with the Arca series, and he was just like literally over the moon that he got to meet him, and got to, yeah, selfie with Frankie too. And I had totally forgot he was a big fan of Frankie Muniz when he was younger, so that was kind of full circle for him getting to meet one of his idols like that. I just took the picture and have it filed away in a file folder somewhere on my computer of different celebrities having to do with the racing world, mind you, that my son has got to meet. So I thought that was really cool. My son has got to meet 2 former NASCAR drivers. One actually invited him to sit with him at the races. Another one, we grew up knowing that our dad knew this particular NASCAR driver, and now he's got to meet someone else. So that was a couple years ago. But enough about me. Enough about me. Let me see what I got up next. No, I'm gonna cut 2 songs out of my set tonight. Uh, yep, I'll just cut these next 2. No, no, no. Oi. My computer is being a bitch tonight. I don't like that one. I don't like that one. So, okay, I'll just do it this way. There we go. Enjoy.
She learned to walk on eggshells, quiet as a shadow in her own home. Every word he twisted into weapons. Every night she felt more alone, but she kept a spark beneath the bruises. A whisper saying, girl, you're meant for more. And one dawn she packed her heartbeat, left her fear right on that floor. She didn't look back at the doorway, didn't flinch at the sound of his name. She carried her hope like armor and stepped out of the shame. 'Cause he was poison running through her veins, slowly killing everything she dreamed to be. But she broke free, tore out the chains. Now she's breathing clean for the first time, finally. No more venom, no more lies, she's swallowing. She walked away and left the poison where it's rotting. She found her voice in the quiet, found her strength in the mirror's gaze. Every mile she put between them turned her scars into battle praise. She learned love shouldn't feel like terror, learned her heart deserved a gentle place. Now she's rising like a sunrise, golden fire on her face. She's not the girl he tried to shatter, she's the woman he could never break. She stitched his soul back together and reclaimed every breath he take. 'Cause he was poison running through her veins, slowly killing everything she dreamed to be. But she broke free, tore out the chains. Now she's breathing clean for the first time, finally. No more venom, no more lies, she's swallowing. She walked away and left the poison where it's rotting. Now she dances in her freedom. No more trembling at the door. She's a phoenix in her rebirth, and she's not afraid anymore. Let the past decay behind her, let the truth be what remains. She survived the darkest version of someone else's pain, and every step is holy now, every breath of vow she keeps. She's the storm he couldn't weather, she's the fire he couldn't beat. He was poison, but she's healing now. Every heartbeat stronger than the last. She's rewriting her tomorrow, leaving nightmares in the past. No more venom, no more shadows following. She walked away. Living proof that hope survives. And she's finally come alive. She whispers to the mirror, I made it out. Her future blooms where fear once grew. She's living in her own light now, and the poison has no power over her truth. You wanted me quiet, but when I don't, you want to riot. How was the quiet in a room full of thunder? They chased, only carved out the wings that used to fly. Can't hide me, can't deny me. I'm the girl they tried to erase. I stitched my scars into armor of gold, turned every heartbreak into stories I told. Now when I walk in, the whole world turns. Funny how the ghost becomes the one who burns. I learned to rise from the weight of their doubt, built a kingdom from the things they shut out. Now every step I take shakes the ground. The girl they missed is the queen they found. Every whisper they used to goes, I refuse to doubt. I feel the spark under my skin ignite. I'm done fading into the night. I'm the girl they tried to erase. Now I'm written in fire across the sky. Every line they crossed, every step they chased, only carved out the wings I used to fly. You can't hide me, can't deny me. I'm the girl they tried to erase. Say my name, it's thunder now. Watch me rise, I'll show you how. I was nothing in your eyes before, but I'm the legend you can't ignore. I'm the storm you never saw coming, the pulse in the dark that keeps I'm the girl you tried to erase. And I'm brighter than the world you made. You remember me in every place, and every shadow, every trace. I turned your silence into grace. I'm the girl you tried to erase.
That's that's a good one. Predictive text. Gotta love it. Gotta love technology. Oh dang, I hit the hour mark quick. That's what happens when you're hanging out with friends and get to talking. You lose all track of time. So, I don't know. I'm debating here if I want to play these last two I got in the hopper. I've already cut two. Yeah, I'm gonna skip the last two mainly because one of them is a diss track, and everyone knows the first stream of the month is always diss track night, which will be next week on September 5th. Damn, we're hitting September already. Wow. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's Labor Day weekend. Wow. Just wow. Oh, oh yeah, I needed to pull that video up. Let's see, get rid of this. Because this week's video too large to upload again, which really pisses me off. I will play it for you. Nope, stop. Don't start playing yet. So I've selected my outro tonight will be one I've played before and played within the past 2 months actually. But yeah, I gotta find my media assets, take my overlay off. And I'll play this week's video for you real quick.
She grew up in a small house on the edge of town, where the porch light flickered when the sun went down. Grandma's hands were steady, warm as summer rain, braiding hope into her hair to ease the growing pains. She learned the rhythm of the rocking chair, slow sway, listening to stories that stretch back generations away. Grandma traced their family tree like constellations in the night, saying every woman before you carried her own kind of light. And in that quiet living room with curtains faded gold, she felt the weight of wisdom in the tales her grandma told. A childhood built on laughter, on lessons soft and true, a world that felt much bigger every time she grew. And when the seasons changed, she felt the shift inside, but Grandma held her close and said, "You're built to survive. I hope I gave you roots." She said, "Roots to be brave, roots to be happy, and roots to be fearless. No matter where life takes you after I am gone." Now she carries those words like a lantern in the dark, lighting every step with the fire of her heart. Yeah, she's growing, but she's grounded, living from her roots. She learned to cook the old way, humming songs from long ago, dancing barefoot in the kitchen when the world felt cold. Grandma laughed and told her child, you're made of something strong. A little bit of thunder and a whole lot of dawn. She practiced courage in the mirror, practiced kindness in her smile, practiced standing tall even when her fears ran wild. Grandma watched her blooming like a wildflower in the spring, saying life will test your petals, but it can't break your wings. And when the seasons changed, she felt the shift inside. But Grandma held her close and said, you're built to survive. Those words became her armor, her compass, and her flame, a legacy of love she'd carry long after she changed her name. And when the seasons changed, she felt the shift inside. But Grandma held her close and said, you're built to survive. I hope I gave you roots. She said, roots to be brave, roots to be happy, and roots to be fearless. No matter where life takes you after I am gone. Now she carries those words like a lantern in the dark, lighting every step with the fire of her heart. Yeah, she's growing, but she's grounded, living from the roots. When the world feels heavy, she still hears a voice, soft as falling petals, saying, child, you have a choice. To rise like the sunrise, to bloom through the pain, stand tall in the wind and dance in the rain. To remember every moment, every laugh, every scar, that she's never truly lonely. Grandma's love is never far. It echoes in her heartbeat, in the courage she became, a whisper in the shadows, calling gently out her name. I hope I gave you roots. She said, roots to be brave, roots to be happy, and roots to be fearless. No matter where life takes you after I am gone. Now she carries those words like a lantern in the dark, lighting every step with the fire of her heart. She built her life on memories, on strength she can't undo. A woman made of sunlight, storms, and everything she grew. And she whispers back now to the sky above, you gave me roots, you gave me strength, you gave me love. She's growing, but she's grounded, living from her roots. She walks forward softly, but her spirit never bends. Her roots run deep beneath her, in the love that never ends. A legacy of courage carried gently through the years. A garden built from laughter, hope, and every fallen tear.
Yeah, that was supposed to be this week's outro, but it was a little bit too large of a file to upload. I'm not knowing what your mom looks like that, so all my images are AI generated, and I truly am sorry if I upset you in any way. But this week's outro is a message. That's why I chose it. You know, I'm tired of catching flack for your downfalls, Rose, for your shortcomings. You're projecting all of that onto us so that you can point a finger and say, look what this person did, or look what this person did. Everything that you accuse us of is stuff that you yourself are doing, not us. Sooner or later, you're going to encounter somebody that will literally end you as far as YouTube is concerned. And I, for one, I can't wait. To all my friends out there, though, Just remember to keep saying these words. Stay used, everyone.
She been quiet for too long. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She been quiet for too long. She been quiet for too long. Yeah. She been quiet for too long. Kept the thunder in a cage, holding back the lightning while they scribbled on a page. Let them talk, let them twist, let them paint her with their rage. She was swallowing the venom till it seeped into her veins. But the whispers turned to poison and the poison made her sick. Now she's staring at the mirror like, girl, enough of this. Every lie they ever told, she's burning down to ash. Every fake smile they wore, she's tossing in the trash. She's done carrying the weight of people who don't care. She's done shrinking down her soul just to make the room feel fair. She's been bending just to keep the peace, but peace was never theirs to give. She's reclaiming every part of her they tried to tell her she should fix. She's stepping out the shadows where they thought she'd always sit, and she's whispering to herself, I'm not taking any more of it, 'cause she ain't taking no more shit. Not today, not ever again. She's rising out the shadows where they tried to keep her pinned. She's done with all the hate, done with all the noise, done with every bitter word they used to steal her voice. No more shit. She's walking out the fire reborn. No more shit. She's the calm in the coming storm. She's done being broken, done being dismissed. She's done with all that chaos. She ain't taking no more shit. Yeah. She used to second guess herself, used to swallow every doubt, but now she's got a backbone made of steel they can't wear out. She's the truth they try to bury, she's the storm they couldn't tame. She's the woman they created when they played their petty games. Now she's cutting off the liars, cutting loose the ones who drain. If you bring a little darkness, she'll return it with a flame. She's protecting all her peace like a kingdom she rebuilt, and she's wearing her survival like a crown they'll never tilt. She's done apologizing for the fire in her chest, done dimming down her power just to make them feel their best. She's walking with a purpose they can't sabotage or twist, and she's saying to the world, I'm not taking any more of this, 'cause she ain't taking no more shit. Not today, not ever again. She's rising out the shadows where they try to keep her pinned. She's done with all the hate, done with all the noise, done with every bitter word they used to steal her voice. No more shit. She's walking out the fire reborn. No more shit. She's the calm in the coming storm. She's done being broken, done being dismissed. She's done with all that chaos. She ain't taking no more shit. She gave her heart, they twisted it. She gave her trust, they lifted it. She gave her time, they wasted it. She's done, she's finished with it. She's rising like a phoenix from the ashes of their mess. Every scar upon her skin is now a badge across her chest. They tried to dim her spirit, tried to drown her in the doubt, but she learned to breathe underwater. Now she's walking on the clouds. She's the storm they never planned for. She's the truth they can't resist, and she's shouting to the heavens, I'm not taking any more of this. No more shit. She's louder than the lie they spread. No more shit. She's stronger than the words they said. She's done with all the hate, done with all the noise, done letting broken people try to break her voice. No more shit. She's walking out the fire. No more shit. She's the calm in the coming storm. She's done being broken, done being dismissed. She's done with all their chaos. No more shit. She ain't taking no more shit. More shit. She's rising like she always should. No more shit. She's finally choosing her own good. She walks away from every shadow that once tried to claim her name, leaves the ruins of their judgment like a kingdom set aflame. Every step becomes a drumbeat, every breath becomes a vow. She'll never bow to bitterness, she's standing taller now. Let the world adjust around her, let the doubters watch her climb. She's rewriting her own story, line by fearless lining, as the echoes fade behind her. One truth forever lit. She's done with all the darkness. She ain't taking no more.